Welcome to the Bougie Black Brother Network. Good afternoon and welcome to Urban Wine Life. I'm Michael, your Bougie Black Brother. And today is a podcast. We are not doing the video because we're on the Harmony of the Seas. We're on a cruise and we decided to purchase a couple of wines on the ship. And this one came up because we was at Chops and we had a good petite sirloin. A petite sirloin or whatever it is. It's a steak. So we had a steak and I wanted something not as heavy this time because I love Cabernet Sauvignon, and usually when I have a really peppered seasoned steak, I try to get a little something heavier to build with that had those pepper notes and oak to go with it. So I always try to get a Cabernet Sauvignon, but this time I wanted something a little lighter than a Cabernet. And I tried a Malbec, and the Malbec that came was another Chilean Malbec. It was very weak. It wasn't fruity. It didn't have the pepper that I wanted. So I sent it back. I said, get this shit out of here. So, but not literally, but basically. And he said, look, if you don't want something heavier, I got a recommendation. I said, be careful, because I am the dreadlock connoisseur, aka the Bougie Black Brother, so be careful what you bring me. So he brought me Reserva, Casillero, and the Diablo, and El Concha y Toro Cabernet Sauvignon 2016 from Chile. And I said, okay, let's bring it forth. It's a Cabernet. And what surprised me about this was the smoothness of it. It didn't have a heavy tannic feel, but it did have the pepper notes that was there, and it had a lot more fruitful cherries, dark berry taste that you can actually taste. And then the aroma that actually came out of that was pretty damn good. We drunk that pretty quickly. We had enough for at least one glass when we went back to another restaurant, and we had it with some lamb. But this Casillero del Diablo Cabernet Sauvignon is really, really good because it was smooth. And the expectation was I was going to get another heavy wine, and I would have told him, this is good, but this is not what I asked for. So he came with a very good recommendation. And here's the thing, just like any restaurant you go to, the markup is tremendous. So it was like a $40 wine, cost. The good thing is it was on a ship and I got some discounts to go with that. So it brought it down to a little around the 30th range. But if you look and you check out the price points everywhere else, this is a $12, maybe on the high side, $14, but it's not a very expensive wine. So this is a good buy, a very good buy for this Cabernet Sauvignon. A couple of accolades that they had was it had a gold medal for the 2014 vintage. It had a Best Buy for the 2015. So you were able to get at least a good Best Buy with that. And the 2014 had, they was listed in the top 100 values. So pretty good. It's pretty good. And if you taste it, you can really understand why this was really good, because it tastes more like a more expensive $30 Cabernet. It really almost had that California Cabernet, feel to it. Not as dry as a French Bordeaux or Cabernets in that region, but this was really, really good. So I enjoyed it. It went well with the meal. The aromas, like I said, slightly smoky. You had that wood smell to it, but it was very good. And when you had it with beef or anything like that, that said, the notes tell you it had vanilla and toast. I got more of a slightly smoky and woodsy but really with the fruits that really came out and really helped me to say what a great meal this was. So it worked out really, really well. Plum taste and everything, but really enjoyable. If you get a chance to pick it up, the Casillero Diablo, as the devil, is really a good buy. They have a couple of other different ones as well. They have, I believe it's a Merlot, they have a Chardonnay, and this is the Reserva. So understand this is the Reserva as well. They got a premium Reserva, so understand what you're getting into when you're trying to buy that. But they have all different kinds of wines. So if you're not really a cab person, then you can really get a couple of the other different kinds of wines that they have too. So the Casillero del Diablo. So they got some red blends and all. So be aware of that. So I really enjoyed it. Check this out when you ever get a chance. Good Cabernet, smoother Cabernet, not heavy and harsh. And then we have one other one left that I have, a Sauvignon Blanc, that we'll get into the following week. But thanks for stopping by. You won't really see it on YouTube, so it's only the podcast for these two, because we couldn't do the filming on there because a good setup, it didn't set up well there, so I had to delete it. But thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll see you next week on Urban Wine Life. Thank you so much.